Well, it has been an amazing time on television this morning. I have got beautiful guests talking with me right from the beginning of the segment of the show. While we went on that break, we had the privilege to be joined by Mrs. Gloria Ejiofor. Gloria Ejiofor is a public affairs analyst, and of course, she's into movie, and she's here with us in the studio. Good morning, Gloria.
Good morning.
All right, glad to have you join us on the show. All right, now we're going to continue with the front line of the discussion. A number will be displayed on your screen now. You might want to ask a question. If you have something you want to ask the guests, why not go ahead and put a call through? The number will be displayed right now. So let's come to Gloria. How can we celebrate this season without spending shishi? Is it possible?
Shishi. Money must be spent.
Okay.
Let's get that right.
Okay, let's get it right.
For the sake of the hardship in the country, we say, how can we spend without breaking the bank?
Okay.
I'll accept that word. There are a lot of ways we can do that. Now, if you cannot buy a bag of rice, you can buy rubber, or what's it called, baskets. If you cannot buy a basket, you can buy cups. Okay. We eat rice every day. So it's not a necessity that we must buy the bag and feed thousands, because definitely you give some person's food and they will throw it away. They won't eat it. They're wasting your money. Just let the celebration be between you and your family and just spread love. Do what you can afford. If it's a rubber of rice you can get, please get it and enjoy it. If it's a cup, cook it with all pleasure and eat with your family. Now for the clothes, I must buy clothes for my children. I must buy the maid. I must buy this. First grade.
Okay.
First grade. Go to the market, you get first grade.
I don't know which one is first grade now. You're confusing our confusion. There are people that might not understand what you mean by first grade.
We have Bendan Select.
Okay.
We call it Okrika.
Okay.
You can go there, you see lovely clothes. Let me shock you. I went to market 3 days ago.
Shock me.
I saw this beautiful polo as a very neat and fine.
Okay.
I got it for 1.5. You need to see, very cute. If I tell you I bought it from this boutique, you will believe me. Still new, still have this tag on it.
Is the place still existing?
It's everywhere.
I'm asking on behalf of my neighbor.
It's everywhere.
Let's ask my neighbor now, might be interested.
Your children don't know which is a ready-made or Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
They just want to look beautiful and feel the Yuletide season and be happy. It's you preparing their mind to accept what you give to them.
Okay.
With love, they will accept it.
And talking about love, Rich Rose Maswell, at this period, there are people that just have this spirit of wastage in a way. I know I grew up in the barracks, right? My dad actually worked with the military, so I grew up in the barracks. I know what it means for you to take time, wake up in the morning and start preparing food. And at the end of the day, you give it to your neighbors and they just discard it, they just trash it. Now, is it advisable? Which one is better? To tell your neighbor you're not taking that food from them, because whether we like it or not, different family will be bringing things for you at the same time, having it in mind that you are still going to prepare yours at home. So which one is better, Rich Rose, to collect those food and trash it, or just kindly tell your neighbors that you're not interested?
Well, none of them. None of them is good. You shouldn't say you're not collecting, neither should you trash the food.
Okay.
Somebody loved you. It's a season of love, and they want to share love with you, and they brought food that they cooked, took their time and their money to cook. Even if you're cooking yours, you should eat from their food. Now, if you are scared, pray over the food. Okay. But that you should trash the food. No, it's a no. And that, okay, no, I don't need your food, just take it back. It's a no, because you're going to be creating issues. I don't want you to start having fight after the Yuletide season. So wisdom is profitable to the rest.
Okay, now Pastor Luola, we have these people, I won't mention their name, but we have a representative in the studio. They must travel to the village during the season. It's a must. You can't take that away from this set of persons. Okay. Must we travel during the season?
Okay, thank you so much. I don't think we must travel.
Okay.
Because this Yuletide season, there's a lot of risk in traveling. You get it? But if you must, you have to make good plan. Plan about it, think about it very well before you make your move. But if you ask me, there is no need traveling if you can. You can travel in any other time, maybe during Valentine or any festive period. It's advisable to travel that time, because this time the risk of accident is much, and you need to be careful. You know, village wahala not be small. And so all of that, put them into consideration If you ask me, I don't travel, I won't travel, you get it. Except I'm going for holidays. Maybe I want to take my family somewhere like the, what's it called? Bahamas and the likes. We can just go there and relax. But traveling to the village is no for me.
Taking them to the museum and zoo.
Things like that.
Let's just hope the lion did escape this period.
Because of hunger.
Okay, now let's come back to Gloria and John. For you, we've actually asked that question, but I just want to push to you. What aspects of the season is more better for you?
What aspects of the season? Every season is better and special for me.
Okay.
It depends on your perspective of how you see things. Every day is my Christmas. New Year is my New Year. Now, the important thing is what you're bringing into that day matters a lot.
Okay.
How you prepare yourself to see that day. Many persons are just too busy doing so many things for nothing. It's a Christmas. It's a day. Yes, it's special. We're celebrating the birth of our Christ. Should you not place priority over that day than giving consideration to your family and what's important? No. So for me, every day is special to me.
Now for the young ones, this is the season where they misunderstand the concept of the season. Rich Rosie Maxwell. Most of them, this is where they will have to hang out with friends. Some will have to tell their parents something else and do another thing. What's your aspect? What's your advice to the young ones that might want to manage this season?
Well, parents have a lot of role to play in that. I don't know how your child will leave the house, because I use the word child. As long as you're not married, you're under your parents, you're not yet a man. So they just leave the house, they are not telling you. The time that we are in, now, you should be able to bring up your children. Because, children, it's actually garbage in, garbage out. Yeah. Whatever you put in them is what they will give back to you. So if you bring up your children in a way you like, okay, it's a free world, you can go everywhere you want to go to and then come back, they will live that way. So, but for me, I feel you should be able to bring up your children in a way. Don't go to so and so place. You must go to so and so place. You must be home at so and so time. It's a good one because the times are dangerous and a lot of things are happening. So parents should be on top of the game in a time like this. And make sure your children don't just go out, or they just go out, they spend days coming back. I know if some of us, you follow online now, you hear all the stories that are happening and how many children are dying, especially the female, the girl child, how they are dying. So please, parents, do your best. And if you have a father who is a disciplinarian, don't paint a picture to your children that a soldier that is your father. Try to tell the children, hey, daddy is... Create that big mirror before your children concerning their dad, and not create that mirror, that kind of, daddy is a wicked person. Like a woman told me, my children are almost dying because of their father. Wow. He's a very wicked man. Each time he's coming, everybody around the enters. They are living that way because that's the picture you're painting to them. If as a mother you tell them, oh, that is good, that is wonderful. Because truth be told, there are things a woman can never do. It's only the man that can do it. You need the voice of your husband to be able to bring up your children well. And so if you paint a picture to your children that their father is, how will I put it now?
Doesn't love them.
He's a monster. And so when he's talking, the monster is talking, the monster. And listen, it's going to fall back to you, the woman. The word of God says, children that are led to stray away will bring pain to their parents. And the first pain comes to the mother. I will not forget to say this when I had a show somewhere and a guy called me from Oko prison. And I asked, so how's everything? And then we talked. And to cut a long story short, he said, my being in the prison is one of the things that led to my mother's death. Did you see that?
So painful.
So, if you leave your children to stray, or you don't allow their father talk to them, you are always like, don't say, I know how I labor in labor world. When the ships are down, you will know how far.
But you talked about the fathers having major role to play in the upbringing of the children. So what happened to women that are single parents?
Oh, women that are single
Let's not
parents,
forget about that.
yes, you see, the way this world is framed, graces are given to individuals. When you are a single parent, God understands. I was raised by a single parent. Yeah, I'm a counselor today, but I was raised by a single parent. God understands, and God will give so much wisdom and give help. The Bible permits me to quote this scripture also. He said, God is the husband of the widow. So God will have a way.
It's not a religious show.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Sorry, I have to.
Right.
God will have a way of bringing up those children, knowing that there is no physical father, and will be a backup for that a single parent.
Okay, let's quickly give out the phone lines now. It will be displayed on the screen, but however, the line to call is 070-8365-1320. I'll take the number again. It's displayed on your screen right now, 070-8365-1320. All right, let's come now to the studio, Pastor Oluola. Now, as a father, and she talked about our fathers being disciplinarian. Now, we've seen fathers who just feel like, well, it's not my business. Many of them have this nonchalant attitude towards taking care of their children. We have some, they just have a way of looking for what is not looking for them outside. You know what I mean by that? Is it necessary for a man to start keeping a side chick when we know that the economy is very harsh?
Okay. Well, if you ask me, I would say some father of men take very foolish decisions. We get it. We could say his habits, we could say his word of learned when we were growing up, and now it's difficult to live. You get it. But it's never wise, much more like in the kind of situation we have now, or kind of economy hardship and all of that we're experiencing now, for a man to be thinking of hardship. You get it. Apart from the negative impact it will have on the family, you get it. There are diseases out there. You can just bring some disease home and all of that. You get it. And it's not even easy to take care of a wife than to come and start thinking of adding side chicks to your wife. It doesn't make sense at all. So please, we want to beg you, if you are...
Pastor, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there? Okay, we lost the call there. Go ahead, please.
All right. We want to beg you, if you're a man, you're still considering side chick, or you still have side chick, that will really cripple your finances, and that will divert your attention from your family, and your children may not even have the best from you. Best of attention, best of advice, best of care, because of side chicks.
Okay. Hello, good morning, caller. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Okay, we'll let you go. Please just ensure you have something to say. Ensure you have a contribution before you put a call through. But if not, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flow, all right? Just make sure you're not flashing us at this point. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that call there. All right, so what ways can mothers prepare their home this season? What ways can the home be prepared? Mrs. Ejiofor.
A lot of ways. First of all, our children must be mentally prepared, because now times are hard. You must find a way to make them know with love. I always stress love, because if you're trying to convince a child to do this, accept this, and the child knows you don't love the person, you say you are doing that of wickedness. But when the child knows mommy loves me, and whatever she says is right for me, is best for me, prepare their mind to know that it's not about the clothes, it's not about the food you eat, it's not about going out. It's about you enjoying and giving back to people. You're putting smiles on people's face. When you make people happy, you are happy also. If you cannot give a gift, my son, why not make a video call to your friend, do some comedy laugh, or sing some songs and send to them. Let them be happy. You're sharing your happiness, and you yourself, you're happy. But the smile you're putting on people's face, that's you're preparing their mind to mind. When you give them
okay. All right, let's see if we can talk to this person. Good morning, caller. All right, what's your name and where you're calling from? Okay, how is Ondo State this morning?
We are fine, thank God.
All right, go ahead and talk to us.
The issue we have been discussing this morning, I understand and I appreciate the way people are saying that to put it, I didn't care.
All right, thank you.
The major thing to be noted in families that there is understanding between the spouse. If there is no division, there is nothing different between Christmas Day and other days.
Okay.
You
Okay.
Cutting any abortion, making any abortion because of Yuletide is between the husband and wife. Let them cooperate and understand themselves better.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. That call actually came all the way from Ondo State. Now, Rich Rose, he said there's no difference between the Yuletide season and every other day. Do you agree with him?
Yes, I do. I do. I want women especially, okay, not just women, even the men, to have that understanding.
Okay.
And how often do you take your kids out? How often do you even go out? There was a talk I did somewhere. You should have, I actually tagged the time out.
Time out.
Couples should have time out where you go to a cool joint together, and then you do a kind of reappraisal of your, I hope I am doing what I'm doing well.
Okay.
Do you like the way I talk to you? Do you like what I do at the other room? You talk about everything.
Oh, the other room?
Yeah, the
Okay.
other room. No, don't let me go deeper into that.
All right, it's okay. Let's not go deeper. Okay.
So you understand. So when you live like that, then you will not see the Yuletide season as a big deal to kill it. You don't see it as a do or die thing, because enjoyment is always there. You go, you make special dishes for one another, and then you're always enjoying your time. And so Yuletide season is only an addition. And then you're always buying clothes. You know, parents should have that. You always buy clothes for your children as much as you can, and not have to drive everything towards a Yuletide season. Oh, Yuletide season, that's where we'll go and buy and
special clothes.
You must live your life like this, so as to avoid stress.
Okay, Pastor Oluola, there's this story. I'm just going to make it short. There's this man who doesn't come back home during the Christmas season. Okay. When it's 1st of December, he travels, and he returns back by 4th of January. Now, in a bid to avoid spending. Now, what do you think should be done? Because it's real life. Someone actually sent that message that each time it's Christmas, the husband will just travel first week of December, and he returns by 4th or 5th of January. Okay. What's your advice to such man?
No, thank you, sir. It's the same mindset with those who are in a relationship and they don't want commitment. You get it? No, this season is a season that you can't run from your responsibility. Like what Mama Rich was saying. He said it's not different from every other season. Of course, but there is a spirit that goes with this season that you cannot shy away from. You will spend, but we are just saying, cut it down.
Okay.
Don't go beyond your budget. You get it? For the man who runs away because of spending, because of responsibility, I want to tell you, are you sure you're a man? Oh. Because a man are wired to shoulder responsibility. Okay. Not you. I'm asking you, are you sure you are a man? Because men are wired to shoulder responsibility. Yeah. If you are not shouldering responsibility, you need to ask yourself some questions. Okay. Now, we are not saying spend all the money, do this or do that. We are saying look at your budget. You know, you can plan with your wife and say, okay, this is what we have. How can we cut down expenses? How can we do this? How can we do this? And bring your, you know, whatever you want to do down. And make sure, the most important thing is to have joy, happiness, peace in the home. You know, the children want to see their dad at home. The wife will be happy to have you at home. It's not all about money. Though money is important, but not all about money. There are a lot of things you can do outside of money. You understand? So please, I don't know if you have run away. Please, come back home. Come back home. Come back home.
Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yeah, quickly tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Please, I want someone enlighten me on what that man said.
Well, what's your name and where you're calling from? We want to know your name and your location.
Listen, I'm calling from name.
Okay, what's your name?
Stefan.
All right, go ahead and make your thoughts.
How would local government pay salary of people they don't employ? That is corruption.
Okay, well, I don't know where you're coming from, but it's okay, we are listening. Yeah, go ahead, we're listening. We are hearing you.
You know, corruption starts from the government. How come I employ people? You expect local government to not pay their salary.
Well, I think he's listening to something else and contributing. I don't think if we're actually talking about local government. Did you mention local government?
No, I didn't.
It's okay, he's taking us to where we don't know. Okay. So let's just, before we start shouting for help now, let's come to Gloria Jofo. Gloria Jofo, whose responsibility it is financially to take care of the home? Is it the father or the mother?
It's both. It's hard for a man to shoulder the responsibility of the house.
Oh, it's hard.
There's school fees, there's rent, there's medicals, there are a lot of bills. Now, we're not saying women carry everything. Support. We are there to be the support system to the man. Okay, so for some women, so like, I'm not working. How do I do it? Help cut down budget. If you're not working, there's a way you can help the man cut down budget. Things are hard. If you're cooking meal of 7,000 naira before, and you're like, okay, I need to help my husband. I'm not working. How can I reduce
So you're not working.
stress?
Where will you not get money?
You're not
working,
You
you're
can
not doing
help to
anything.
manage the finance.
Okay.
The spending of the finance. If you're not working, try to bring something to the table. As a woman, you must bring something to the table to be relevant.
Okay.
You have to find a way to balance it. The husband is complaining, school fees next. Okay, let's say this Yuletide, we are all focusing on buying things, doing that. Now forget that January is coming, rent will be there, and school fees will be there to pay. So after spending for Christmas and New Year, how do you now start raising money for January for the fees when children is in school?
Okay.
If your rent falls into January, how do you now manage everything after the spending? That's where the woman comes in. You help husband, look, let's be wise. January is always the right time. Why don't we do like this? Let's do like this so that January we can have breathing space to be able to pay these children, because education is more important than.
Okay, let's see what this person have to say. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Port Harcourt. My name is Jeff.
All right, go ahead and share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, concerning what this lady was just saying now, concerning preparing for rent and all that, you need to cut down on your budget and all those stuff. If the wife is not doing anything at the moment, there are other ways you can bring something to the table.
Okay, so what ways?
Whereby the man is there to manage the finance with the wife. If the man is not managing the finance with the wife, how does the wife bring something to the table?
Okay.
Because there's a way you get your pay salary at the month, and maybe your husband is saying, okay, this is for my wife, this is for the children. And in a yearly budget for the woman, there's something the woman can do from that money given to her monthly, or just like a salary that you say your wife shouldn't be doing anything. Because there are some husbands that will say, stay at home, don't work, take care of the children. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're giving the woman a pay from your own budget, you're trying to build the woman in the sense that there are some things you can do with those money. You start coming to meet you to say, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, I want to buy that. And from that, you can still save something that can even use at the Yuletide season that might even be stress-free for the husband.
All right. All right, thank you. We need to let you go so we can quickly come back and take reactions from the studio. Now, we have even working class women that don't know how to support their spouse. For some, they gather money and direct it to their own family, like their immediate family. So what's your advice to such persons? Because it's really causing rancor and serious problem in the family. Rich Rose.
Yes, it's a serious problem. Situations may have personally tell me stuff like, I don't even know how much my wife earns.
So you can imagine.
My wife is building, I don't even know. There was one very, one humorous one, where a man called that he's living in a 3-bedroom flat with his wife, and they would sometimes, she's the one that pleads with the landlord when he come making an attempt to throw away their belongings as a result of not payment of rent, not being able to meet up. Only for her elder brother to come visiting on a particular occasion, and the man told him, the husband, are you aware my sister has 4 flats somewhere and she collects the rent monthly? And the man was like, I don't understand. I'm in a 3-bedroom flat. She knows everything that happened here. Sometimes we can't even meet up to, with payment. And that was it. So if a woman is keeping financial secrets, it's bad. If you are earning, your husband wants to know. Some men will tell you, I'm not interested, don't just take care of yourself. But if he wants to know, let him know. If you are doing stuff with your family members financially, without your husband's knowledge, I'm not saying you must say him, but you should be transparent in your home. If you want your husband to be transparent to you, be transparent to him too, especially on financial ground. Because many men are crying on this note. So you tell yourself, I don't want my husband to cry on this note. I don't want him, everything about finance is transparent. And then we agree on whatever we want to do, and that's what I do. Period.
No matter how huge a woman is earning, whatever the husband gives her is very, very important to her. Now, should a man be concerned with what the wives earn from her submission?
Well, I agree with you. I don't do that.
Okay.
In my case, I don't care what she does.
Okay.
You get it? Because I feel a man has a singular responsibility to shoulder his family responsibility. And if the wife chooses to support you, good. If he doesn't want to support, as long as she's good, as long as she's okay, that's the first thing. But you know the times we are in now, women should be wise. We don't want to monitor their earning. I don't think that is a good attribute to start checking whether there is promotion, addition to whatever it is your wife earns. You are the man. You have to find a way to take care of your family. Then your wife will support, of course. That support will definitely come. You get it? But I don't want you to make your responsibility ours. You have to shoulder your responsibilities, and then if your wife want to come in, however she want to come, let it be. A time will come, she will also know that these kids are our own. This family is my family. I'm not going nowhere. Yeah. So I'm going to find a way to you know, contribute in a large scale. You get it? So you can come together and make the plans. Okay, I take care of this, you take care of this. But it will not be by force. It will not be because it's our responsibility, because it's not our responsibility. It will be by you know, mutual agreement. Okay. That's what I think. If you ask me, that's what I think.
All right, Gloria Ejiofor, the period we are now, even minimum wage cannot wage the cost of a bag of rice. In the past, if you have 40 to 50,000, you can afford 3 bags of rice, 4 bags of rice. I'm talking about just 4 or 5 years ago. But now, when you get a bag of rice, it calls for celebration. Now, how can parents start preparing the mental capacity of the children when the worst of this season hits them?
It all starts from the way you raise them from the beginning.
That's true.
Making them content with what you give to them. Spoiling the children is not a crime. But making them understand that I love you and this is what I can afford. Start from the scratch. When they're little, start making them understand that mommy can get you this mini toy. There's a big toy, but this is what I can get you. Be happy with it. So when this time comes, it won't be hard for you to convince them not to eat just 1 cup of rice. Because like that, you didn't have, there's no live chicken. Sorry, I can't get a live chicken. But we can do with frozen chicken. Because they understand that that is what they've been used to be content with what they have, what they got. They will understand and cherish that moment. Now it's all about you giving that upbringing from the beginning, from the start. Like whatever you have, appreciate it, because there are some persons that could not even afford this that you're getting. So you are privileged to be getting this. Even when this little you have, you can share. You'll see them, they'll be happy. They won't want to say, mommy, I'm telling my neighbor does not have. Let's go and give. Can I go and give her my home? Prepare their mind from the scratch as they're growing. So you'll not be finding it hard to convince them now. It will be an issue.
So it will be difficult to convince them this period when you don't give them the proper training.
Yes, it will be very comfortable.
Okay, let's see if we can take more calls before we come back to you guys. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell us your name, where you calling from?
I'm Sandra, I'm calling from Brooklyn.
All right, go ahead and talk to us, Sandra.
I want to add, I want to support to that question that Mama just answered about financial.
Go ahead.
So if depending of the man you are getting married with, because I've experienced one of something like that. When the woman went to go and borrow money, the man said he should bring the money. The woman is very, very heavy. Because the woman did not commit the money to the man put him miscarriage. He beat the lips to the woman dead. So before you bring the money, say, husband, see what I have. Depends on the man which you are keeping. Depends on the man you are married to. So for me, they would just like to collect everything. They will depend on you. They will not work.
Okay. Well, I think This person indirectly is talking out of experience.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Indirectly,
From her voice.
from her undertone, she's talking out of experience. Now, Pastor Lola, you're a pastor and you're a man. So what should men do now to gain the trust of their spouse?
Thank you so much. It's very glaring that we have different kind of men. You get it, with different kind of character, with different kind of upbringing, with different kind of beliefs. You get it, like she pointed out, you will notice she's talking about a certain kind of man who will want to take everything from the woman and at the end of the day bring nothing home. But I would say that for that kind of situation, the woman should be wise and be very careful. You get it? I don't believe that woman should reveal everything about what she gets. You get it? So so that maybe when the man takes whatever the man thinks she has, the leftover can still be used. You get it? I don't know how you got that man, but you're already there now. You have to be wise. You have to tread carefully. You get it? Because the man that is being described here could be violent. You get it? So you should be a little bit secretive, if you ask me. You get it? Be secretive and be wise. Don't expose all your income. Otherwise, it will leave you with nothing at the end of the day. There's nobody to cry to. Your children will suffer, you will suffer, so be wise. In this kind of case, you can be building a house and the man doesn't know. No wahala. If you ask me, because that man need to take responsibility. He have to learn to,
Let's say,
you get it.
let me pause you a little. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, yeah, this is ITV. Go ahead and talk to us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm Ken from Boston.
Go ahead and talk to us. Go ahead and talk to us.
Concerning this issue of the relationship, one thing I would really say is that the first stage in life, one of the, like, probably before you get married to a man or get married to a woman, depending on how you live your life, then that will now determine how the life is going to be when you get married to him. You understand that before they get married, people tend to change their life. If you are married to, before you get married to a man, let the person be your friend. Try to know the full character before you get married. Don't that people don't get married to somebody that looks like they are friends. But when they get after the experience, they get into 2 months or 3 kids, they now see different characters. So one of the things that happens in Africa, we would like fixing things. Know your spouse, know your girlfriend, know your boyfriend, so you get married to the person. So that when after 2 or 3 kids, you don't say, I don't believe that this man is like this. You know, this iron. That somebody that is stingy before marriage, stingy after marriage. Then you can't change. Sometimes somebody does not change. So you know this particular is how this person is. But when you get married, you can cope. Don't say, this man is wicked before I get married to him. And yes, when you get married, you are getting a good thing. So it's no work.
Okay.
You understand? That's the that people get married because of maybe where.
Okay, I'm going to take that as your final submission. Let's come to the truth quickly.
Okay, before you come to me, I have something to add.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
Because, when he was giving counsel, I was pained hearing that a counselor had to advise a woman to do some stops without the notice of her husband. And I will not blame him because women are going through a lot. Some women are going through a lot.
But that is his opinion.
I have stories.
No, we have
I have
stories to back that.
Yeah.
But I want to counsel, I want to give this general counsel to men.
Okay.
All men, control yourself. Especially when you are married with a woman who is a go-getter. When you're married to a woman who is a go-getter, who makes money, don't take advantage of her. Don't take advantage of her like a woman that calls you the other time and said, I so love my husband, and so I submit my paycheck to him every month end, and he will collect it. Let us give me the money, 50,000, you give me 1,000, 2,000 of it, and tell me, I know you can manage that one, I know you are well able. Wonderful woman.
Nigeria.
And then
A strong woman.
In this country.
I'm telling you what happened. And so she said, I am calling this last time because from now on, I'm not going to allow him into my financial secrets. That's a big one. It pains me when you now push a woman into keeping secret, financial secrets with you. So, oh man, please control yourself when it has to do with your wife's money and even your money. Make sure there is transparency. Do unto her so that she can equally reciprocate.
So quickly, let's just take it finally from you. What can we do differently this season without overspending what we have in our bank accounts?
Okay, we have I think we have flogged that question.
Let's flog it
And then
again
we
as we
should-
begin to wrap
have
up.
to flog it.
Let's flog it
we have
again
to
before
flog
as
it.
we wrap up
Because
now.
there's a life after now.
Yeah.
There's a make your budget. If your husband say, okay, this is the budget we have for Christmas, don't scream and start fighting and start telling him, no, I can't. What about my children? They will not dress well. They will not do that. If you feel it's not enough, madam, please add. That's why we are in the ministry of addition. We add. And that's why we equally discourage that any woman should be at a corner not working. You should do something with your hand so that you can always have something to add to whatever Oga have on the table, so that after Christmas you'll not be crying.
Okay, I'm very sure my future wife, whatever you are, going to look for something doing right now. If you are not working, it's not going to work out. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies, for taking time to be with us. Pastor Wealth, Oluola, for coming. Mrs. Mama Love Wantiti, I love calling you that name. That's Rich Rose, Ben, Emmanuel, and of course, Gloria Joe for that joined us much later. Viewers, this is where we're going to be drawing the curtain for today's edition. I am Ijeno Kuno Sedebame Daniel saying thank you. Have a beautiful Yuletide season ahead.